Um, I just read this one because every time you hear someone, people, I'm an African. I'm like, Africa's a continent. Like, there's heaps of countries on it. Like, what are you talking about? Not every African country gets along with every African country. It's a continent. They all have their different ways and everything. Like, my favorite person, Ibrahim Traore, he's what they call it, Burkina Faso. Like, they vet people from other countries that are in Africa. Like other African countries, he doesn't allow because he's got to vet them because of terrorists. Like, I'm an African. I'm like, yeah, which country? Because they don't get along. They don't all accept each other's ways and everything. Like every other country is the same. Other continents, like Europe? That's a continent, right? And you have countries like Poland who don't allow other European countries into their country. They don't have the same ways. I mean, that's why it's so funny when you listen to these people. Okay, name countries in Europe or name continents around the world, and they just name countries, and you're like, do you even know what a continent is or a country? They're all different. Like Australia is a country, an island, and a continent, all in one, and we have states. Whereas then you got like the continent of North America and South America, and then they have their countries: USA, Canada, Mexico, and then inside USA you got your states. And you're trying to explain that to people. What? It's like you learn this in school, man. The like continents, countries, islands, states, all the different types of things, and people are just so oblivious and ignorant. Every country's different. Just because they're on the same continent doesn't mean they're the same. Like in my country, Australia, every state has their own laws, but they're very similar because we have the national law. But if you go to some countries, some continents, the whole country is different than another country. The whole law and everything. Got their own armies, defenses, and everything. Like you could be driving in one country, go to another thing. Oh, you can't come in here. Nah, you're sorry. And like people are oblivious to this. Like every country is different. Just because they're on the same continent doesn't mean they're the same. Like you got Asia. Asia's a continent, right? How many different countries are in there? China and Japan have been adversaries for since I can remember. Now, most Asian countries don't get along with China, except for probably North Korea. But that's Asia. Asia's the continent. Then all the countries don't get along. People are different, man. Just because they look the same doesn't mean they get along. They're probably from different countries, different islands, different ways of life. That's why when you look at governments and they just allow everyone, and you're like, you seriously have problems, don't you? You can't just chuck people in together who have different ways, different lifestyles, and go, yeah, it'll be right. And then you see everything that happens, and you're like, that was bound to happen because you just think everyone's the same. They're not. Everyone's different. So, like, I remember when they did all these things, they're like walking in America and they're asking people, okay, name 5 countries in Europe, and they're naming like continents and like mixing stuff up. And I'm like, you haven't paying attention? Like, they say things, what is it? Name the continent that China's in. Oh, is that Tokyo or something? You're like, are you kidding me, man? That's a city. Like, or name places in China or something, and they'll be naming like countries and stuff, and it's just like it used to be like when you were growing up, when kids you used to get told, okay, these are the continents, these are the countries, and these are the capitals of them countries. That was the first thing you learned when you were doing geography when you were young, like mapping and stuff, looking at all the time differences and different zones and when they change because of like where the planet is sitting. Like you learn all this as a kid, then you see some of these people today, and they're just, oh, I've got a bachelor's degree in what? Dumbness. Like you don't if you don't know what a continent is or a country or anything, you're weird. Like, that's the first thing you should like. That's easy thing to learn, and then you start looking at how everyone is different, man. No one is the same. Africa, man. Like you go up to the top, you got Egypt. Is Egypt the same as Ghana, Uganda? Like, there's so many different countries in Africa. Africa's a continent. Europe, continent. Asia, continent. Australia, it's all three of them. North and South America, continent. And you got the countries inside them. Why am I doing a geographic thing for you? That's why you can't just allow people to come from any country into your country because we're all different. Like, if you haven't seen history, obviously you're ignorant of it. Everyone was different. You had, you had your Indian type indigenous people with spears and boomerangs and um, bow and arrows and canoes and stuff like that. And then you had like your Vikings, your pirates, your barbarians, your kings, your kingdoms and shit. Everyone was different, man. Your Zulus, your Aztecs. I used to play a game that was called. It's about history and like civilization, like Aztecs and everything, like start of religions and everything, and how a lot of them have been wiped out. So, people are ignorant of other people's ways. They're not always the same as yours. And the biggest problem in the world at the moment, what is it? Islam. Because Islam tells everybody follow our way or be deceased. How's that compatible with anybody? Telling them either you follow us or die. That's not compatible with anybody. Be like, hang on a second, what? I got to follow your way or die? How about no? How about, I don't know who you think you are, but no. But we got politicians and they go, oh, come on now. It's like, no, dude. That's a deliberate threat to any human being on the planet. To say either follow us or die. You can't have that. That's just nonsense. Um, and then like I've seen what happened in America, New York, where they have the call to prayer. No, you can't have that. If that ever happens in Australia, we're going to go nuts. Australians are going to go, no, we're not having that. Get stuffed. You don't get to tell us you're going to have your prayer telling us either follow Allah, blah, blah. We've heard the song. It's a threat. The whole prayer is against anyone who isn't a Muslim. So we're not having that sound of prayer ever coming to Australia. You will watch Australians go nuts because we know what it is about, the prayer. You will watch Australians go nuts if that ever happens. Well, it's like, I don't follow your shit. Turn it off. You will. No, I won't. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go grab a grenade. I'll throw it at you. You can blow it up so you shut up. We don't have to listen to your shit. Oh, well, no, you're not forcing it on me. You can go F yourself. You don't get to force your shit on me with your stupid curtain and your dumb hat on your head. Well, you really think God cares about that when he says in his book, well, in my book, which is more logical, that it comes from your heart, that this is flesh, that if you're stuck in your flesh, you're stuck in the world. That's why he said, live not of the world and what's in it, or you're not with him. Basically, he's saying, do not care about this world, care about me, because I put you there. So if I put you there, who do you want to look at? Oh, the person who made me? And read his advice, read his ways, follow his ways. And I don't think sleeping with a 9-year-old is following his ways. Somehow that just does not come across as holy. And having 11 wives and not washing yourself and just saying absolutely stupidity that has no scientific backing of it, biological falters, and you're going to tell me, and I'm just sitting there just going, these people, right? Like, and then he gets creation wrong. 6 or 8 days, which is it? And then at the start of the book is Adam, name the animals. And then turns to the angels. Oh, what did I name the animals? If I was an angel, I'd go, well, you didn't tell me, so how am I meant to know? So I just outschooled your Allah. How does that feel? I just outschooled your Allah with logic. You're going to tell me you told Adam to name the animals, and then you're going to turn and ask me for them? Well, you didn't tell me. How am I going to know? Ding, ding, ding. You're getting outschooled. And then you got government. Obviously, they're being paid because there's no look. If I've read it, everyone knows it's there. So obviously, the government's being paid, or they're. I mean, we've seen that they've got pedophile rings. These rich people are hiding behind doors and shit, touching kids and shit. Kids go missing. They go, oh, where did this kid go? It's everywhere, man. It's worldwide, man. Kids are getting taken left, right, and center, and people just push it under the rug. I mean, you had that movie like Freedom that the Christians did, and that's just like this is minimal, man. That's minimal. That's just a minor thing that's happening around the world. We're just lucky we're in the West, man, where it's like, yeah, we're like it's going away though. We're bringing it to our country because we got idiots. I mean, I'm sorry to say this to women, and you're the main ones for it. You're the main dumb morons on this planet. I mean, you look at England, man. The majority of the votes were women, and look what they made come to their country. What morons. Oh, refugees are free to come here, and then their rapes just escalated. Women getting used like blow up dolls and stuff. It's like, I use that mental. And then you just have fantasies of getting it, and then when it happens, you're like, oh, I didn't really want it to happen. It's like, you're idiots. You're idiots. That's why I love God, man, because he says, you put yourself there. And then when it happens, you're like, oh, I didn't want it. It's like, no, you did want it. And then when it happens, oh, didn't want reality. God says you wanted it. And then when you got it, oops. Yeah, well, it's coming, girls, because you just keep doing it. Oh, yeah, nothing will happen. And then it does happen. Go look at all the girls in Europe and England and what's happening to them. All right? I don't think they're laughing and carrying on like yous are. They're not having a very good day, a very good life, a very good anything. I guarantee if you spoke to one of them, they'd be looking at you going, don't stop. You're heading bad. Wrong direction. Go and ask them. Come on, Tommy Robinson made a massive documentary on it. Girls shitting themselves, shaking, not able to go outside, can't go down the street. Look at our country, Australia. You girls can go outside, run along everything, never get hassled, basically. Yeah, England used to be the same. Don't you forget, that's where basically where our civilization is. 10, 20 years. If it keeps going, that's what you girls are going to suffer. And the only fault is it's yours. It's yours because you don't think logically. You use emotions, and it's going to put you in the most danger that you've ever had because you don't think with your brain. You don't use this and go, is this the right thing to do for myself? Are the women, people, peaceful, free loving humans? Is that a good thing to do to bring a culture that just does not want a thing and just says, oh, well, this is me, this is me. You just have to accept it. And then when they get the numbers, you get raped. And they laugh about it. Look, they had one just the other day, a 12-year-old. The guys were laughing while they were raping her. Do you girls want that? Is that what you want? Oh, but no. No, there is no come on and emotions. Shove them up your ass. You're morons. And I mean, I see all these laughing. Ha ha ha. Yeah, 10, 20 years, you won't be laughing. And then you'll become, oh, well, why didn't you help us? Blah, blah. I'm like, why do you think we didn't help you? We told you. Became ignorant, arrogant, and spat on us. And then when it comes around, I mean, I can't do it anymore. I've been alone most of my life, being like trying to be as nice as I can and use it as scallivant and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. I see it coming like a tidal wave, man, because there's not a lot of Christians. They say they're Christians. They go to the church building on a weekend, blah 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 blah. Blah. They don't follow God though. Look at our laws rapidly changing, and they say, "Oh, Australia's a rapidly Christian country." Really, they might want to pick up the Bible and read it and ask if Jesus is actually a part of any of the crap that's made laws in our country. He'd be so disgusted with how our country's gone. Do you even read it? Like, it says nations. God wants nations. He doesn't just go, oh, anyone's allowed to go anywhere. No, God was about nations because that's why he put people there. I put you there. They're your resources. You use them. You learn to be friendly, but you don't bow to other people. It's your country. You don't go, oh, that's your country there. Okay, you can bring that country. No, that's not what God said. God goes, that's your country. That's their country. And that's how it stays. Doesn't go, that country doesn't go, oh, we're going to be this country now. No. Yeah, read the Bible because a lot of you are really got no idea. God was about nations, people caring for one another. But he didn't say you just another nation just buries another nation in the ground. That's not what he said. And that's not what he's about. Like Islam, man, he's so against that. Caliphate, raw. Even in Christianity, right? There's still nations. You're just following Jesus. Doesn't change into, oh, this is the nation of Jesus. No, it's still that country, still has its culture. You're just following God, Jesus, and his way. Doesn't change anything. We're not like Islam, crappy cult, like disgusting. That's one. I can't understand how people can just turn a blind eye to that. Yeah. You're just a liar. You're just a liar. That's all I can say to you after reading it and then just going, yeah, no. And then you got people out there protecting it, going nuts, and I'm going, it's disgusting, man. Like they put out all this stuff. Oh, don't do this, don't do this. Okay, read the Quran. Everything you're saying don't do. Yeah, the Quran just goes against it. Just basically spits on you and tells you to go shove it up your ass. And you're saying to me, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, really? Are you going to go tell that to Islam and Muslims about what they do? No? You're just going to call everyone Islamophobic and racist when Islam's not a race anyway. It's an ideology. And you're just going to keep going around in circles with the same BS. People read the book and know what it says. Like, what are you going to keep? Why are you going to keep lying to us, telling us, oh, Islamophobia, when it's like, any normal human being is just going to go, are these people for real? Do they just like lying and deceiving people saying Islam's a religion of peace? No, it's not. It's never been a religion of peace. It's a religion of takeover. Do as I say or else. And the guy was a pig. Like, as soon as I read Muhammad, I'm reading what he's about. I'm like, that guy's disgusting. He's nothing like Jesus. He's the opposite of Jesus. Jesus is about sacrifice and love. The guy was about theft and stealing and raping and yeah, nothing holy about him, just terrible. So no, I'm at the gym this morning. Katie was there. She's going home in the island. I mean, I reckon yeah, she's nice. Told her she looks good. Well, to me, she does. She's my type of, yeah, woman. Other than that, I'm honest, man. I don't care, man. I speak straight from the hip. Don't care. People can accept me. I don't mean no harm to nobody, but I don't like. There's certain things I just will not agree with, and I will be against them. And I'm waiting for my government to say we can't have, it. But they don't. They obviously there's something going on because if you're protecting pedophilia, yeah, I've got questions because Muhammad was straight out a pedophile. And then they try and say Rebecca and Hagar and stuff. And I'm like, dude, they were old when they had kids because they couldn't have them. And she was the servant girl and she was old. She wasn't young. Like, she had to do chores. It's not like she was a little girl. Like, she had to do proper chores. And she wasn't young, I'm telling you right now. Because the parents would not, of her, would not. But Islam's just looking for anything they can do because when we expose their pedophilia, they got all all shitty because it's disgusting. And then beating women and having to have three witnesses because a man accuses a woman of cheating, and he's just like, "You got to have three women," and then punishment. I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely not God. When God goes, when Jesus goes, I'll give my rock to the first person who can tell me they've never sinned in their life. I mean, big difference. Well, okay, off that topic, what am I doing? Don't know. Went to the gym. Yeah, I'm infatuated with Katie. I don't know why. I look at her and I'm just like, I like that. I don't know why. Your brain's stupid, man. You're just like, why do you like that? I don't know. And she's nice. She's a nice lady. And then I kill myself. Oh, I'd kill myself every time I go to the gym. I just want to get it done and smash it out. And then I'm exhausted. Anyway, Jesus is king. He's God. We all need him. We all need his forgiveness. We're sinners, man. Whatever you do, man, you know you've stuffed up and you're like, oh, man, you need Jesus. Everyone thinks they're perfect. No, like Peter, you will fail. So, and it doesn't mean go sin on purpose. That's the problem with people. Oh, just go sin on purpose. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means at all. If you're doing it on purpose, you're basically being an a-hole to God. And that's not, no, it's not tolerated. The whole thing is that he told Peter, you're going to try and try and try, but you will fail. But I'm still there for you, even when you fail, to pick you up. Neville's like, you got to read The Good Shepherd about when God, he says, even I've got 99 sheep. I know they're not going anywhere. They're with me. It's that one sheep that's lost. I'm going everywhere to get because I love him that much. So, yeah, if you understand that, you understand God. That it doesn't mean go and sin on purpose. Oh, I'm going to go sin on purpose. Oh, really? You're just sticking your finger up at God, are you? That's not very nice, is it? But anyway, I'm going to let it go. I just wanted to say that thing. Praise Jesus. Lots of love. God bless. Okay, I'm looking for love of a woman, not just what they always say. Oh, sex. What man doesn't want sex of a woman? We wouldn't want you if we didn't have sex with you. The whole thing is to have a family and kids and shit. That's why I hate it when they go, oh, you just want sex. Don't you want sex, idiot? Oh, well, it's like, you just want sex too, you stupid. It's just like, I don't want to have sex with many. I want one. Because I want love and comfort and someone to cuddle and all that shit and someone to be with, to talk to, so I'm not alone. Oh, that's weird from a man. No, it's not. I'm a human being, you idiots. I want someone to cuddle and be with. I mean, everyone has emotions and shit. But I think the main thing is I don't want someone who's just gonna not talk to me and not communicate with me, not treat me like I'm their man or anything. Just like they want to be treated like the woman. Man wants the same thing. And it's just like most relationships, the girls like, you gotta do this, and it's like they're showing no affection for the man. It's just like you're just making orders. It's like, don't, that's just such a turn off, man. Like men don't mind doing things for women, but it's when it's just like it becomes like what do I call it, a slave and reward thing. It's just like, no, I'm not your slave. And you're not using sex as a reward like you're some goddess of God or something. No, no. If you don't want sex, then you're not into me, and that's the end of it. But I only want one. I want to do the right thing by God, and you get married, you have a thing. But I'm getting married for God, not the government. I'd be going straight to a church, going, "We're getting married for God, not the government. The government can stay out of it. This is a marriage for God." And once you get married for God, that's it. You don't get to go, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that," and I'm like, "No, you're under God's law now. You want to muck around? God is the boss of the marriage. He's looking at you. You better not pee him off." There is no, "Oh, I'm taking half." He's like, "No, you want to get divorced, you are banished to a widow." and get nothing. Yeah, it was pretty strict, the Bible, man. The only time you can is adultery and death. So yeah. Well, lots of love. God bless. Jesus loves you. I hope you have a good day. I'm not saying it. Sure, he knows anyway.